So once we are logged in our application, what we need to do is, we need to display a logout here in an app bar, right? So let's create that in our navbar. So let's go to navbar.jsx. And after that, let's first of all access token from OAuth store. And we can actually retrieve this access token like in a destructured object format. And that'll be given by this hook OAuth store, which we previously made, right? So because access token is a state of OAuth store, we can access like that, all right? So it's actually a function. So let's keep a parenthesis like that. And after that, we need to display these navigation buttons conditionally. That means we need to remove this login and register buttons, first of all, up to this add stack, right? And let's make a condition if there's no access token or if we are not logged in, all right? In that case, we'll be displaying login and register. So let's copy here, right? Paste it over here. If you're not logged in, we need to display login and register. And if we are logged in that case, we'll be displaying this logout. And sorry, I gave extra braces here, so let's remove it first of all. And that should be it. The condition is fine, I guess. If there's no access token, we'll be displaying login and register. And in the other case, we'll be displaying logout. But it's not getting displayed because we should use proper style here. So let's give a button from Chocolate UI and let's give logout, and this should display logout in case we are logged in, right? Because we are right now currently logged in, that's why it's showing me a logout. And let's quickly give this button some styles. Let's make color scheme as sand, color as black, and size as MD, medium, like that. And also give on click, and here we will provide a logout function. So let's create a logout function now. So here inside the navbar component of this access token, a const logout, and then the arrow function. And inside of this function, first of all, what we need to do is log out the user from the server side. All right. So for that we have there's an error over here, and the error is actually from this extra braces. Sorry for that. And when we click log out, we need to remove access and refresh token from the client side. But before that, we need to remove the user from the server side. And for that, we have endpoint called a logout user, right? Now, if you see here, there's a logout user, and the path is actually users logout. So let's integrate that API in our logout function, right? So for that, we'll use this try catch and await access instance. We'll be using access instance, which is this very short API, and post, it's a post request, and the path name as users logout, and that should be it. It should remove the users from the server side. And in case of error, we'll use this catch block, and we'll simply console this error. We'll simply log this error, right? And after that, we'll also be using finally, right, which will actually work in any of the cases, if it is successful, if it is not successful. So in that case, we'll just navigate to the login path. All right. So let's first create this navigate, and let's import it from React Router and use it inside the finally to navigate to the login page like that. And let's remove this await error by giving async to this logout function. And let's now remove the token from the client storage. All right. So let's after this post request, local storage.remove item, access token, and refresh token. And this should remove access and refresh token, right? But that's not a best practice. The best practice is to create those local storage, removing items in just in store itself, right? So for that, we'll just create a function which we can reuse in our logout. So it'll be a clear token, right? You can name it anything. And inside here, we will just use this local storage remove item access token that we have used over here. So there's no need to use local stores here. You can simply use clear tokens that we just created. And I don't think we need finally over here, because this navigate should actually be in the try block, because we can only navigate after if the logout is successful. All right, so let's put it inside the try block after this clear tokens, and there should be cats block, and that's it. We won't need finally. And I forgot to retrieve clear tokens from use auth store. So let's do it. And now it's all right. So we did everything we need for the logout functionality. So let's test it out. All right. So let's remove everything from network first, and let's log out. And there's see 401 error. So it's actually unauthorized error. And let me refresh and log out again. Right. Let's open network tab and let's log out again, and there's an error again. So it's actually 401 unauthorized. So let's go to request. It's nothing request. In the response, we have got unauthorized. So the headers, if we see, let's see if there's authorization key or not. So there's no authorization key. That means we forgot to, actually use authorization key in the headers of our Axios instance. So basically that is the issue, right? So let's go back to our Axios instance, right? Let's go back to our Axios instance, and here, as you can see, there's no authorization. So let's create authorization key as well. So it should be authorization and bearer, and then this local storage.get item access token. And now let's remove and let's try it again, and it is finally working, right? And also the navbar has been changed, and also in the stores, if you see the local stores, there's no access and refresh token. That means our logout functionality is working perfectly. So in our next chapter, we'll be looking at how to use refresh token to automatically refresh the access token in case it is expired. All right, so that the user experience will be much better.